So in the previous videos, we saw how WebHarvy can be configured to extract data from multiple pages within a website. So in such cases, there will be multiple records of data on each page, and there will be multiple listings of pages, and you can configure WebHarvy to scrape data by following links from each record as well as from multiple pages of listings. But what if there are such multiple listings within a website? For better understanding, let's discuss an example. The most popular one is that of e-commerce websites. So most e-commerce websites, they categorize the products in their inventory to various categories and subcategories. So for example, if you go to the home page of an e-commerce website like Amazon, you can see many main categories like electronics, home decor, furniture, automotive, etc. And if you click the links of each of these main categories, for example, if you click the link of the electronic main category, you will be taken to another page which will list the subcategories within the main category. So the subcategories may be mobile phones, or televisions, or refrigerators, etc. And within each of these subcategories, there may be further subcategories, and finally, you will reach the real listings page, which will list the products within the final category. So how do we configure WebHarvy so that WebHarvy extracts all data from a website following each of the main and subcategory links? And how to configure WebHarvy to get all these data using a single configuration? And that's what we are going to discuss in this video. So I have loaded an example website onto WebHarvy's browser, and these are the main categories of the websites, and within each of these main category there are more subcategories. So there are a lot of levels of subcategories before we reach the final listing page. So let's see how we can configure WebHarvy so that we get all the product details listed under various categories and subcategories of this website. So as the first step, I have loaded the page which contains the main category links. The next step would be to go to the actions menu and click on the select category links option. There is a shortcut for this option which is Ctrl J, because this option needs to be taken repeatedly till we reach the final listings page. So click on this option, and WebHarvy will ask you to click on the first category link. Click the OK button and click on the first category link in the main page. Now WebHarvy will scan the remaining category links on the page, and you can see in the preview that WebHarvy have correctly identified the remaining category links, and WebHarvy will now follow the first link which you clicked. Click the OK button, and WebHarvy will load the first main category page. Now as you can see there, all these tiles are not product pages, but they are links to more subcategories. So you should repeat this process again. Click on the select category links option within actions menu and click on the first category on this page. Again, WebHarvy will automatically identify the remaining category links, and they are all highlighted in yellow as you can see. And when you click OK, the first subcategory on the page is loaded. Now there are still more subcategories, and as I said before, you should repeat the process till you reach the listings page from which you need to extract data. Now one advantage of using WebHarvy for category scraping is that depth of the category to the last listings page may vary for each subcategory. WebHarvy will intelligently handle this variation. So for example, be 4 subcategory pages for the first main category before you reach the listings page. But if the second main category has fewer or more subcategory levels, WebHarvy can handle that automatically. So let's continue the process. Select category links, OK, click on the first subcategory. WebHarvy identifies the remaining ones, loads the first subcategory, and there is more. And finally, we have reached the listings page. So these are our actual product listings. As you can see, the product name and price, and so this is the whole path which we navigated. and this path is currently of depth 1, 2, 3, 4. It doesn't mean that it has to be 4 for all the remaining subcategories. It can vary, and WebHarvy will handle it intelligently. So once you have reached the listings or products page from which you need to extract data, as always, click the Start Configure toolbar button. From here, there is a quick access bar here, or go to Home menu and click the Start button. Now you can start selecting the required data in normal fashion. Name and price. So let's keep the configuration simple. There be multiple pages within this page. Configure that. You can follow the links of each product to get additional data, but let's keep this example simple. Let's select only the name and price, and you can stop configuration. Now before we start mine, if you go to settings and go to category keyword option, or the category keyword tab of the settings window, there is an option to tag each row of mined data with the URL from which it was mined. So let's give this field a name, category URL. So WebHarvy will add an additional column in the data table of the miner window with the name, category URL, and it will be filled with the URL of the page from which the data was extracted. Click the apply button and start mine. Now WebHarvy will try to load each of the main and subcategories. It will parse the entire hierarchy or the tree of the website and extract products. So it might take us some time to load the first listings. Let's wait. Now products from first listing page has been extracted, and you can see the exact URL of the page here. And WebHarvy is currently loading the next list link, and the data from that page will appear here soon. As you can see, these are from different categories. So this is how we configure WebHarvy to scrape the entire category tree of a website. Now let's discuss a stripped down version of this same feature. Let's go to another WebHarvy instance, and here in this website, as you can see, these are category links. These are main category links, but the difference here is that there is no subcategory. Each of these main category links directly leads to listing pages. Now, as I said before, there is a simplified version of category scraping feature available within WebHarvy itself, and under Actions menu, this feature is named Scrape a List of Similar Links. So the limitation or the difference between scrape a list of similar links and category links is that category links scraping can handle multiple subcategory pages intelligently, whereas scrape a list of similar links can be used when the main category links directly leads to listing pages. There cannot be any subcategories involved. So there are two main advantages of using this feature for this specific requirement, and that we will discuss as we go through this example. So as before, the first step is to load the page which contains the category links or the list of links which leads to similar pages from which you need to extract data, and then you select the Scrape a List of Similar Links option from under Actions menu. Click on this option, and WebHarvy, as before, asks you to select or click on the first link in the list of similar links, and we click on the first link, click OK, and WebHarvy automatically identifies the remaining category links. Now, as you can see here, WebHarvy is asking us if you want to select more links. So this is the difference. This feature allows you to select any links which WebHarvy missed out while automatically selecting the list of links. So if you click on the yes button, WebHarvy gives us the option to click on any links which are not highlighted in yellow and not present in the preview down here. And finally, if you have, after you have selected all the links, you can click on any empty space so that WebHarvy knows that you are done with the link selection. So we'll click OK and we'll go down, and we can see that all the links have been selected. If WebHarvy had missed any of these links, I could have just clicked on them and they would be highlighted in yellow. And finally, I will click on the white space here, and the first link of the list of links will be loaded. Wait for the page to load. And as you can see, this is a listings page of products. So as before, we start configuration by clicking the start button from here or from home menu and start selecting the details which we need. Now let's select the price. If the listing spans across multiple pages, you can select the next page links. You can also follow each of these product links as explained in the previous videos. But for the case of this example, let's select only the name and price. And if you go to the configuration menu and click on the URLs button, you can see that these are the URLs which you have selected from the main page. The second advantage of this feature is that you can add more URLs if required to this page, or delete some of these URLs if you don't need them. So you can do this while configuring the product or during editing the configuration. So if you go to webharvy.com and go to the help menu and select capturing data from multiple pages on the left hand side menu, you can see that there is an option called manually add URLs of next pages. So this explains how you can configure WebHarvy to extract data from a list of URLs which you have, all of them having the same page layout. So this technique can be used not only for selecting category links, but also for manually adding additional URLs to a configuration, so that the configuration will be applied or run for each of these additional URLs in the list. So let's go back to the example and stop the configuration, and in the settings menu under category keyword, under tag with category keyword option, you can specify the category name. You can give a name for the additional column which WebHarvy will use to fill the category name, apply and start mine. Now during the mining process, WebHarvy will load each of the main links which you selected and run the configuration which scrapes name and price for each of the products in the listings. So as you can see, the first category or the main link has been processed and the data is appearing in the miner window, and WebHarvy will now proceed to the second category or the second link which we selected and extract data from it. So I hope you find this video useful. If you have any questions or need assistance, you can contact our support, and the link of the support request page on our website is shared in the description below, and see you in the next one.